Hey YTPC, been meaning to make this video for a while. I've been kind of on the hunt for the perfect tobacco for in the morning, for with coffee and on the way to work, and just something to really kickstart your day. And I haven't really been searching for it until I came across Mac Baren London Burley. It was re-released again in 2022. I think that was like the first Burley blend that I was just like, I don't know, it did all kinds of stuff to my taste buds, and I just loved it. And unfortunately, I'd only bought one tin, so I was really smoking that, kind of sparingly. Was able to get a couple more tins. Unfortunately, this second tin that I'll be going through will be empty after this bowl. I have one more tin, but there's a chance that it's supposed to be re-released early 2024. I heard maybe April, so I'm really hoping that's true. I've heard from a few people that it's going to be coming out in April, and if so, I'll probably be getting the maximum limit of tins, and then that should keep me good for the rest of my life, pretty much, because I don't smoke it a whole lot. I like it in the morning. I'm smoking it right now in the afternoon. I'm going to smoke it in the afternoon so I could do this video. But there are a couple other blends that I've come across that are very similar, but still there's something about the Mac Baren London Burley that I can't seem to find anything to like scratch that itch. So I have 3 blends out here. I've never done a tasting where I've packed multiple pipes and then smoked one after the other. So we'll see how this goes. I might really like it. I might do more of these kind of videos. I don't know. But I have the London Burley packed up in a Ron's freehand. Ron Smith. All these pipes are already char lit and all that stuff. I've smoked all these blends in all these pipes I'm gonna smoke today for this tasting. So any ghosts they're all very similar, so there really isn't any ghost or nothing like that. We'll see how many times I gotta pause the video because yelling and stuff out in the house, kids and wife and everything. But anyways, now what really, I could do with any other tobacco review. I'll read the specs and all that stuff. So this is Mac Baren, blended by Mac Baren, manufactured by Mac Baren. Is a Burley based with Burley and Virginia. It says that it has a cocoa and chocolate flavoring, ribbon cut, 100 gram tin or 1 pound bag, which I have not seen the 1 pound bag. I don't think that is offered anymore. Because if it does come in a 1 pound bag, you guarantee I'm going to probably get a couple bags, or even maybe a bag and a few tins to put back. I don't know. So comes in your typical, 100 gram tin. Now, this is definitely, I've got maybe just a little bit left. I don't know. I have maybe a little bit from my first tin in a jar still, so I could probably combine those and get maybe 2 more bowls, which I'll probably end up doing because this stuff is just I don't know, man. It's just my favorite morning tobacco, and it's really good. So, um, I like the chocolate notes I get from this one compared to the other tobaccos I'm going to talk about. This has more of like a milk chocolate, um, and some like nuttiness with it, and then just the just a tobacco flavor as well. But this is what I'm trying to recreate, or trying to find something close to this tobacco. So, next pipe. This one kind of, I mean, I wasn't really looking for something like this tobacco, but it's not really, it's not a whole lot like the London Burley, but it's a good morning tobacco to smoke, I think. And that is Peter Stokkebye Black Coffee. So I had picked up a pound. It has a great aroma, great smell. It came pretty dry, so, which actually is perfect, because I mean, I don't gotta dry it out or nothing. It burns pretty good, and it has kind of like a almost like a vanilla top note, which the specs on this, here, I'll go ahead and light it up actually. And I got this one in a Bing's Favorite, already charred, lit, and all that stuff. This one, the brand is Peter Stokkebye, blended by Peter Stokkebye, manufactured by Peter Stokkebye. And it says it is an aromatic with Black Cavendish, Burley, and Virginia. It says coffee flavoring. Not sure where I was, because I can't get like 30 minutes today, it seems like. But it is an aromatic flavoring coffee. That's where I left off at. And ribbon cut. And this only comes in bulk. But the reason I bought a pound of it was because it was a it was on sale for $10 a pound. So even if this was the worst tobacco I've ever had, you know, I'm only out $10. If anything, it's great for sharing, or even I could use it for blending. Maybe, I don't know, if I wanted to experiment with something. I don't know. But because I am so low on the London Burley, this has become my morning smoke Monday through Thursday, and then I would switch to the London Burley Friday through Sunday on the weekends, you know. But I've been really, really enjoying this tobacco a lot. It's not super complex, I guess. I mean, I don't really get the coffee flavoring. I get more of like a vanilla. Like, it's almost like coffee with a little bit of cream in it. So definitely not getting any of like the chocolate notes that I pick up from the London Burley. It's definitely more like, yeah, like coffee with some cream. I do have this, I seem to smoke this one a little bit slower, or I try to smoke it slower, because, I mean, it is kind of dry, and it will smoke pretty fast. So, usually, depending on what size bowl I smoke it out of in the morning, you know, by the time I get to work, I'm pretty much done. Sometimes if it's a bigger bowl I decide to go with, then I maybe don't smoke it as fast, and I got a little bit left, I kind of save it for later on the drive home, or you know, throughout the day if I want to go take a break or something. Now, the next one kind of just fell in my lap as well. Quick sip. Drinking some cold coffee. With a little bit of Fireball whiskey, because my family they like to take the little shooters during Christmas, and we play games with, like, you win prizes, and so a lot of those Fireball shooters are in the in with the prizes or whatever. So I got a couple playing the game or whatever, so I'll throw it in the coffee or whatever, just for spice it up a bit, I guess. So this one I decided to smoke out of my Benny Joe freehand. I don't know if we call that a Dublin or what, but Charlight already done. Now this one is very, very moist, very wet right out of the tin. So I tried to dry this one out a little bit. I think it dried for about an hour or so. You know, still pretty wet. Now this one, I'm trying to think of who reached out to me on Instagram. There's the Briar Ginger. I post a lot in the Get Pipe Discord community about loving London Burley, and so he reached out and said that he found a tobacco that's a lot like it. And because of the availability of this tobacco, I was like, well, if I ever, put in an order somewhere where I can get it, then I'll pick up a tin to give it a shot. And I was talking to somebody in a voice chat. I was talking to the voice chat on the Get Pipe Discord, and Uncle Leo is his alias on there. He sent me a surprise tin of it because he said that he doesn't need another tobacco to fall in love with, or another tobacco to hoard. So he went ahead and sent me a tin, and this is HU. Ran out of room on my cellular device, so I had to go through and get some old videos and pictures off there. Gosh, I'm so unorganized when it comes to files on my phone. Anyways, I think where I was at was smoking Benny Joe freehand and Makua by HU Tobacco. Now, this one is very close to the London Burley as far as like contents and flavoring. This is a brand HU Tobacco. The series is called African Line, blended by Hans Wiedemann, manufactured by Kohlhaas and Kopp. It is a Burley based with Burley, Perique, and Virginia. So a little bit different there with the added Perique. Has and cocoa and chocolate flavoring. The cut is mixture, is what it says. Comes in 100-gram tins. Oh. This is the second HU tobacco that I've had, and from this one, and I think I've had the other one I've had was Old Fredder's. It's a Broken Flake. But both of them are very good and very just really good tasting tobaccos and good. I guess good, just real good quality, and I know that you can't get them in the U.S. I'm pretty sure. But you do get more of like a spiciness with the Perique on this one, because I don't think it's not a huge like Perique bomb. Maybe just kind of just a small amount added, I think. But the Burley is definitely the main, the main star of the show, I guess. Yeah, it's spicy, sweet, and just like has like a nuttiness too that I can get from the London Burley as well. But like as far as like the chocolate, it's there, but it's not as much as the London Burley, I don't think. So I'm gonna go back and forth with these two. So I've never done this before, like going back and forth between two different pipes with two different tobaccos and just kind of seeing how different they are, if they're or how alike they are even. This is more of like a comparison between the Makua and the London Burley. The Peter Stokkebye black coffee, I'm just kind of using that as a, I don't know, to compare, I guess, how it goes with coffee. I guess it's kind of what I'm using it for. So they all three go very well with coffee, and great tobaccos for smoking in the morning. So I'm gonna light up the London Burley again, and just kind of go back and forth between that and the Makua and see which one I like the most. Problem is keeping them lit. This might not go as planned, I guess. I want to throw in a third one just to see if I can juggle them. So yeah, I am going to go with the London Burley. It has this chocolatey note that I don't find in the Makua. Not saying that the Makua isn't better tobacco, because it definitely is very, very good. A very good burley Virginia. It's good. But as far as like the smoke with a cup of coffee and in the morning, it just the London Burley is just, I think, way up here. I don't know. I really, really do enjoy this tobacco, and it's a bummer that it's so hard to get, or at least, yeah. I mean, it's not readily available. It's not that it's hard to get, I guess, but it is hard to get, I guess, if it's not being produced right now. And as for shits and giggles, light up the Peter Stokkebye again. This has like a little, I don't know. On the retrohale, it has a little burn to it. I don't know what that is, because I don't think it's not Perique. Might be Virginia's a little bit. I don't know. This one's also packed pretty tight. But I don't know. Since I am down to the very last bit of this tin, and I don't think I'm going to open up another one until I know for sure when it's going to be released again. I'll probably just keep doing the Peter Stokkebye, and then every once in a while doing the Makua and seeing if it changes for me or not. Maybe even like letting it dry overnight, so that way it's good to go for the morning, and seeing if drying out for a longer amount of time changes at all. But one more honorable mention, I guess, for this like experiment. I was talking to Jay Furman on Instagram, one of the hosts of the Pipe and Tamper podcast. And he mentioned cobblestone hiking, and how he found it was pretty similar to London Burley. And again, I was talking about it on the Get Piped Discord, and one of the nights we were doing the voice chat, video chat, and a friend on there had said he had some that he'd send me. So he sent me a nice, healthy sample, a few flakes. And smoked that. I tried it in the morning, and it's definitely, I don't know. I would say it's probably closer to the London Burley, because I do get some chocolate with that one, and it doesn't even have like any kind of flavoring, or it doesn't mention any flavoring, at least on tobacco reviews. It's just it's a cobblestone blended by Sutliff, burley based. It comes in a flake, so this has no Virginias, when the other ones do have Virginia. So, and it's a flake, and so I think that's kind of where I'm getting some of the chocolate notes just from just the tobacco having just the burley tobacco sometimes has like a nuttiness, or like even like a cocoa that's just kind of natural, I guess. But it didn't have enough. It didn't have the the chocolate notes I was looking for that the London Burley has. Because the Makua does have chocolate, but it's like, I think it's kind of, it might be hidden from the Perique. I don't know. It's interesting how all these tobaccos are very similar, but still have their differences. And it turns out that I like the London Burley the most, I guess. But anyways. So, keep an eye out for the Mac Baren London Burley. That's going to be released hopefully in the near future, next few months or so. I don't know. Because it is definitely worth trying. If you're a Burley smoker, if you enjoy Burleys, and if you don't enjoy Burleys, because I mean, I was never a huge a fan of Burley, except it's like if I smoked it out of a corn cob, then I thought it was smokable. I thought it, like Carter Hall, half and half, those codger blends that are Burley based, those for me seem to be better at a corn cob. And then, I had heard about the London Burley and 8 State Burley, and I kept hearing about how those, are blends you got to try or something. And I think that's kind of when I really got into Burleys. And I can smoke those, in briar pipes, especially the London Burley. I think these 3 pipes smoke it, pretty good. I don't know what it is. I smoke these 3 pipes the most in the morning with the London Burley and with the black coffee. I don't know if it's just the size of the bowls or what. I really don't know. Anyways, I don't want this to go on too long, so hope you guys enjoy this little experiment. I don't know, I might do some other ones like this. I know there's a couple tobaccos that are alike that I kind of thought about doing something like this. I don't know, it seems like a lot having this many pipes going at the same time. I don't know if I would do 3, because I would, if I had more of the hiking like Cobblestone, I probably would have done 4 pipes at the same time. But I only smoke, 4 pipes in a day, so I don't know about that. I think going back and forth between 2 pipes isn't terrible. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.